Yeah. Yeah. Why you do this? There we go. Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Michael Schwan, and welcome to the stream. Today is Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. The plan for today is that we are going to do some more reactions, and then after the reactions, we are going to hopefully finish God of War 2018. From what people have told me, there's not a whole lot left of the actual game, so if all bodes well, we should finish today. But we got some reactions to do first, and we have some stream raiders to get started first. So let's start up with the stream raiders. No double chests available anywhere. Boo. 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 So you got 2 streams left, this and one more? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Aww. Yeah, we'll go here. Place units, everybody. Okay, calm down, Orchid. Haven't finished watching your VOD yet. Just been busy and distracted. Well, it's a good VOD. It's a good VOD. That's what I'll say. I will say that it's a good VOD. That was a good stream, the last God of War stream. We got some shit done. None of it was story stuff, I don't think. Yes, it was. I don't remember. Yes. Yes, it was. But we also, man, my hat's really crooked. What does it need to be fixed? Like, you know, my hats are probably normally this crooked. But the green line just really makes it look... No, it's fucking staying that way. Do you know there's a Bloodborne audiobook? No, I did not. It's on Spotify. I don't pay for Spotify. Do you need to pay money for Spotify to be able to, like, use it? Ooh, I can watch this in 4K? Can actually use this monitor that I paid this money for? That's cool, dog. You getting your face stomped on repeatedly is where I'm at. Okay, so you're almost done with the VOD then, because I believe the very last thing we did on that VOD was finish defeating the Queen of the Valkyries. So, yeah. Do we got 60 FPS? Yeah. Yeah. He liked it. I did. Big fan of Dommy Mommies. All right. That just, unless people start talking, that just gets to be, well, what? Huh? Hi, Cerulean. That's when you turned on the stream, right, Cerulean? I'm a big fan of Dommy Mommies. I think I may have seen this already. It came out like 3 hours ago. This video did that we're going to start out with. 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. And I'm excited for this one. We actually have 3 reactions today. We're going to be checking out 3 different things. We're going to be checking out Valkyrie Elysium. We're going to be checking out Digimon Survive. And we're going to be checking out Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. That's the plan. And, yeah. It did. It's a new trailer. It's brand new. It's over 3 minutes long. I'm excited. All right. and let's just get started. All right, so these are the reactions. We do these live on stream because it makes for a more interactive and dynamic experience, both for me as the content creator as well as the people that'll be watching it either here live on stream or later on YouTube. That way, if there are alternate opinions beyond just my own, it can lead to a conversation that just makes for a more interactive experience and is more than just me constantly trying to fill the air on my own. I'm happy to do so, but you know, just whenever there's that little thing to bounce off of, it just makes for a good time. The way this works is I'm going to read an intro off of my head. We'll check out the trailer. We'll talk about the trailer. When it feels like the conversation's wrapping up or it's just time to go, I'll read an outro. Then we make faces. Face gets used in the thumbnail. Bam. Rinse and repeat. And we will just jump straight in to this. Let's get some volume. Volume. All right. Anyway, here we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out Valkyrie Elysium, at least the latest video of it. It's 3 minutes long, which I'm really excited about. I like longer trailers. This has a bunch of gameplay in it, as well as a release date that I'm already consciously aware of, but we'll talk about it when it pops up onto the screen. This was a game that was shown off at like a State of Play several months ago, and it was a genuine surprise to see this game at all. Valkyrie Profile is a very beloved, but also kind of a cult classic at this point, JRPG back from the PlayStation 1. It did have a sequel, and then it just kind of went for the longest time. And it's one of the games that we've actually asked for a remake would be cool, but at least modern, like remastered ports to make the game like available on modern systems, some quality of life stuff, you know, maybe here or there, the way they've been doing like the Final Fantasy remasters. I'm not a fan of the pixel remasters, but it does make the games more accessible, you know, something like that. And they're like, what if we just gave you a new game? And we're like, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm down. And it comes out this year. So I won't say anything else. We saw a very short trailer before, and now we get actually a full, like, proper meal to digest. So let's go.
I'm out here looking for something. Despite the world being in the state it is.
Valkyrie, heed my words. Ragnarok tears our world asunder. All we hold precious lies on the brink of annihilation.
Oh, that's pretty.
Return back from whence you came, lost soul.
Oh!
I've already lost my homeland and the people I love. You would have me battle, even in death.
Glory. I've no interest in that. There's nothing left for me in this world.
It's really
I
pretty.
just want a chance to make things right.
My name is Christopher. I have protected this land and its people as my forefathers did before me. Very well. Then I pledge my loyalty as your inheritor until the very end.
You are a
It
being
is
of
going to be a
divine
pseudo
power,
remake.
Are you not? Please, would you hear my plea? My name is Taika. It was once my duty to watch over this land. Wretched soul, by Odin's command, you shall be purified.
So this is one of the 4 gifts. If I had to guess, I'd say this was Gungnir.
Gungnir? I've never heard it pronounced that way. Have I been saying it wrong this whole time?
Engrave it upon your soul. Divine assault! Nibelung Valesti!
Please allow me to conduct a small test of your metal.
We'll have to break down some of this UI and gameplay that we're seeing after we're done here.
So we meet at last, little Valkyrie. I have no intention of harming you.
Good? Good.
I failed to warn you of her. Our adversary was once a second-class Aesir. She goes by the name Fenrir.
I merely wish for the world to continue existing.
Okay. Whew. That was a journey. So, okay, one thing that's super cool, and I'll touch on right now, is that this game, while it was originally kind of pitched to us as a continuation of the series, it's also, without knowing fully what the actual story is entirely, it's a pseudo reboot as well. The original story of Valkyrie Profile was you are a Valkyrie that is essentially traveling through time to collect heroes through time to bring them to essentially Ragnarok to prevent the end of the world. That is the whole process of what you're trying to do ultimately in the game. Collect heroes through time, bring them through Valhalla, heaven, whatever you want to call it, and use their powers to help you prevent the end of the world. And that's exactly what you're doing here, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. It was kind of what I was, before we watched, kind of what we were talking about. What we were hoping for was that it would be along the lines of like a remake of the original game. Original game, it was not gameplay like this whatsoever. I highly encourage you to go check it out, and if you can, emulate it or play it or something for yourself. And I knew that that's what they were going for as soon as they started to introduce the heroes, and they started to say, like, I will join your cause. Like right here.
That's right.
My name is Christopher. I have protected this land and its people as my forefathers did before me. Very well. Then I pledge my loyalty as your inheritor until the very end.
So that's what you're doing. You're trying to go find heroes and get them to join you in one way or another. There was a lot of ways that you were able to fail in the original game. I'm curious how that will take place here. Super cool, though. It looks really good. I mean, obviously, we can compare this to some other action RPGs that are coming out soon, like Final Fantasy 16. It's not on those levels of like what Final Fantasy 16 is showing, but that also is probably why this game is coming out so soon after its initial announcement, because it's not pushing the absolute highest end of graphical fidelity. So it has a lower budget, so it's got a easier to approach graphical style, which means it's quicker to develop and quicker to make. Let me take a look at some stuff in this UI, though, because we got a lot of things going on. So we got 2 different consumables, 2 different weapons, and we have some sort of combo bar as well as abilities over here. And then, Cerulean, you mentioned it feels kind of Dark Souls-y with the UI. I see what you're talking about, but there's a couple things here that are very interesting. One, like with the UI, it does feel a little Dark Souls-y, but I don't see anything that resembles a stamina bar. Because as we've seen them move around, this blue bar hasn't gone down at all. It would be reasonable to believe the green bar is just your HP, and the blue bar is probably mana that's used for abilities such as maybe these on the side. I'm not 100% on that. Where's this part where we have friends? There's a part where she calls in friends with her. Let's see if we can't find that area.
To guess.
No. Is this it? Here we go. This is a section of gameplay that she had 2 allies with her, but nothing else really looks very important on here. We got some sort of resource in the middle. Again, we got ice here, and a chunk has been taken out of it, so maybe it's a limited number of uses, ice and fire. And you can probably switch between 2 different weapons, which will get you different combo types, and then your health consumables. And I didn't really see anything else in here. See what else? Literally the exact same number of consumables there. This has a little wing on it now, though, instead of an ice shard. And the second one doesn't have anything on it. What else is in here? No abilities listed on these at all, and then full mana bar. Again, the same number of consumables, though. I think those might be literally just pseudo placeholders. There is one thing that I also will point out that I'm very, very curious what it means, and that is that every enemy has 2 health bars. I don't want to call them health bars. One of them is definitely a health bar. Every single enemy has a bar that has 2 bars on alternate sides of whatever you want to call the central connection point. And the right side is very clearly health. and I don't know what the left side is. Because even here, we're seeing the Valkyrie fight against a boss, and the boss's health bar is draining from the right. So there's either a different mechanic to maybe where you can fill up the other side of the bar for a different win condition. Maybe you can, like, control them in some way. A charge bar for abilities? Maybe? I would instead think that if there was going to be a charge bar for abilities that you can, like, interrupt, that you just, like, have a new bar appear. That's normally what I see more in video game design, whereas I feel like this is an alternate condition of some sort. But I don't see in any of these pictures where this bar is doing anything. It's just present, right? Like, we see, like, I'm guessing an element is what this central part is in between the bars. So, like, we got wings here, but let's go back a little ways here. It's wings there as well. But I saw some with different bars on them. This one has, like, a lightning bolt. And whereas we see those wings right here. So they might be element types. Square Enix, and like right here we had ice as well. These have ice on them, and we have fire equipped. And I was wondering if maybe using the opposite element, which it looks like Valkyrie's already using here, and has been beating the crap out of this like lupine creature, but this other bar still isn't doing anything. I was wondering if maybe if you use the opposing element, the bar would fill up. Square Enix has become really fond of a stagger mechanic. Really pretty much ever since Final Fantasy 13, they've been using a stagger mechanic more and more and more in their games. It's become prevalent in boss fights in Final Fantasy 14. There is elements of it in Final Fantasy 15. It's a major mechanic in Final Fantasy 7 Remake. And we saw also stagger in the Final Fantasy 16 trailers as well. And so I wonder if this is some sort of stagger bar that if you fill it up, the enemy just falls over unless you beat the crap out of it. I don't know. There's also a chance that maybe you need to empty the thing's life bar and then like channel something to properly banish it. Send it away to the pearly gates or however you want to phrase it. So those Japanese sure love them elaborate throne sequences. Hey, you gotta give that feeling of grandiose and all that. Stagger in Kingdom Hearts games? What's that? Okay, well, Kingdom Hearts 4 ain't here yet. Don't get too excited. But yeah, this looks great. I'm super excited for this. And it's coming out September 29th, at least currently. I mean, it is Square Enix. They're really, really good at delaying their games, although September is such a close release date. That's only 2 months and a handful of weeks away. So that's soon. And it hurts at the same time. And the reason that I say it hurts is because as a JRPG fan, oh God, we're eating so good, but let me tell you what, I can only eat so much. We got the Live Alive remake coming out July 22nd, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, July 29th, Soul Hackers 2, August 28th, Dialfield Chronicles, September 22nd, Valkyrie Elysium, September 29th, Forspoken, October 11th, Persona 5 Royal comes to PC, Nintendo Switch, and all of the other things that it hasn't been on October 21st, Star Ocean The Divine Force, which we're going to check out sometime in the future, comes out October 27th, Harvestella, which we just checked out recently, which looks amazing, comes out November 4th. They want us to complete an entire freaking JRPG, like, one a week, and I'm like, I can't do that. I would like to, but I can't. I also like to play games with friends, and that means that I'm not playing single-player JRPG games. Dang it. Feels very underground. This came out from Square Enix. I mean, they're just, rocking on their IPs. I guess they weren't real concerned that they were selling off a lot of their studios and IPs, their Western studios and IPs to Embracer Group, and we're like, that's fine. We're cranking out so much stuff within our own IPs, within the genre that we're known for, that we don't really need to care about Tomb Raider. So, yeah, Valkyrie Elysium. That looks great. I'm excited, and I want to play it. But what did you think? Let me know down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. And speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do go watch one of those other YouTube videos, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Hat change mofo. All right. On to the next. On to the next. We got 10 minutes. That'll be fine. Actually, 1, 2. Let's do this one first, because this one should be closer within that time limit. I've come to accept that I will not be able to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 1 in less than a week. I mean, you don't have to. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out at the end of the month. So you got, you know, a whopping 24 days to finish it. You know, a little over 3 weeks. All right. It's just school life. I know. Work, family, content creation, you know. It's like, man, friends. I already mentioned that too. Freaking friends want me to play games with them. Like Escape from Tarkov and, you know, freaking other games. The Cycle Frontier. I want to play some more Stardew Valley with Athena. Dang it. I like playing games with friends. Fucking sleep. Stupid sleep. God. Anyway. Oh no, not friendship. I know. God. Greetings and salutations. My name is MacLeod and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out the official launch trailer for Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Now, I will say that the fact that I'm watching this trailer and I haven't seen this trailer is kind of comical, and I'll give you one reason why, and it's right here, and it's because I already own this fucking game. Okay, I already own it. It's already sitting right here in my hand. I did see the very initial trailer for this back when it was first announced, and I was like, okay. I got mixed feelings on it, but I'm excited for it. And the reason that I had mixed feelings on it, one, my very first Fire Emblem game that I ever played was Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I didn't play any of the games before that, and I really loved it. But for those that have played it, I will tell you that I have only played through it once, and I have only played through it in the Crimson Flower route, following Edelgard to the end of the game. Black equals Crimson Flower. And so some people have very strong opinions about that, about like, you have not seen the entire game. And I'm like, I don't care. It felt really good. And that still took me like 60 hours. But then that brings us to Fire Emblem Warriors. And when it comes to Musou games or warrior style games, if we're looking like Dynasty Warriors is the main original game when it comes to this style of game. There's a few options for these on Switch, and I own a few of them. I own Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I own Fire Emblem Warriors. And while I enjoy this style of game, something that I think is really stellar is these crossover style games from Nintendo, such as Fire Emblem Warriors and Hyrule Warriors, because the games are fun, but admittedly, when playing through Dynasty Warriors, it's hard for me to genuinely care about what's happening, because Warriors games aren't normally very good at telling stories. they're really good at the Musou-style gameplay, which is fine, but it makes it hard to get attached to the game for very long. Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors did something different in that they're taking really recognizable and known characters and putting them into this style of gameplay. So when I was playing through Hyrule Warriors, it was really cool because I'm running into Legend of Zelda characters and getting to fight alongside or as those characters in this style of game. And while I enjoyed Fire Emblem Warriors, I will say that I struggled a little bit with it because it was using a whole bunch of past Fire Emblem characters, and I just didn't know them very well. The ones that I did recognize, I recognized from Smash Brothers, not from Fire Emblem. But this one's different. I've played the game that all of these characters are in, aside from the original game. Dynasty's War of Lu Bu made me care because he destroyed me so many times. Fair. Big fair. But, I mean, if we're going to go 3 Dynasty-style games, Kessen was my game back on the early days, if anyone remembers Kessen. But anyway, I know these characters, and I'll be excited to see these characters. I'll be excited to see these characters again and see these characters in a new story. And that's what made me excited about this game to the point that I was willing to buy it on just, like, the face alone. There is one last thing that I will say before we hit this play button, and that is, the Nintendo Switch is a very weak console when it comes to the actual power that it has, okay? It struggles to play most of the games that are on it, all right? And that's one of the reasons I've still not bought Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, because I have seen just how bad that game runs. Now, when I looked at the trailer for this one, the original trailer, I was like, it looks like it's running a little better. And honestly, I'm just really hoping right now that we get a stronger Nintendo Switch console sometime in the next 18 months. So that games like Astral Chain, Warriors games, Bayonetta 3 can run decently and not like poo-poo garbage, okay? Not like poo-poo garbage. But let's take a look at this trailer of this game that I've already played. Hang on. There we go.
Brave warriors of Adrestia.
Speaking of
the
Edelgard,
time has come to demonstrate the Empire's valor.
We strike at the Imperial Army today.
The party's already starting, huh? We have to figure out exactly where we stand in this war. Who knew the Ashen Demon had that kind of strength? I can't believe one fighter could turn the tide of an entire battle like that.
oh, that ran okay.
We'll
That looks all right.
over that monster together.
Hi, Byleth. Why are you an evil person now?
I have to keep fighting.
Dying is without productivity.
Hi, Petra.
Have you ever read any chivalric romance? I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make of them?
Let's link up. Are you ready? Do try to keep up. Back at you. The best way to honor my fallen comrades is by training hard and growing even stronger. Where do these powers come from?
Okay.
Power itself is neutral. The good or evil comes from the one who wields it.
One day that sword might overtake me, and I'll turn into a monster. Not so fast, you two.
Defeating the Ashen Demon. Everything starts from there. My dear partner in destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
I'll let my sword do the talking when I cut the Ashen Demon down.
Okay. Shit's weak. 60 FPS 4K on Yuzu. Yeah, but emulation's such a pain. Like, you're right. But at the same time, I just came in hot and threw Tabasco on the trailer just threw Tabasco on me. Oh, She's trying her best. Yeah, I know. The Switch does try its best. I do genuinely love the Nintendo Switch. I just wish it was stronger and that games ran better on it. And it's not even necessarily because the games are poorly optimized. It's because the system struggles. Because it's a glorified Amazon Fire tablet that had controllers duct taped to the sides of it. But that looked really enjoyable. I liked it a lot. It was really fun seeing those characters again. I'm going to get to really enjoy seeing them again. Although it says the graphics look weird, like if Toy Story 1 was an anime. Well, unfortunately, when it comes to the Switch, they have to make sacrifices in places. And with that many units on the screen, that's probably where the largest sacrifices were made. Those guys probably don't have that many polygons. But yeah. Although it's really interesting. So the Ashen Demon, or this character right here on the that side, that's Byleth. That's the character that you play as in Fire Emblem Three Houses. So it is interesting that they are the primary antagonist in this game. Now, we do know that they've already announced that this game is it's not a sequel. It is essentially kind of like an alternate possibility. And that's a lot of the way that the original game functioned too. There was technically 4 possible endings in the original game. You could go with one of the 3 houses, and one of the 3 houses, Black Eagles, had 2 different endings in it. And each of those, none of them are the true ending. None of them are definitive. They are all different possibilities of the same reality, of what could have happened. And they're all just as legitimate as the others. And it sounds like they're very much doing the same thing with this game, of you choose which of the leaders you side with, and then that leads you down the path that you end up taking. And there will be a different story that is presented to you based on your choice, likely at the very beginning of the game. But what a strange tool. You don't have too many polygons. Yeah, I know, right? Get more polygons, nerd. But you know, I am happy, though, watching that, is that the game looked like it ran pretty well, which is nice, because a lot of them don't look like they run really well. And if it can, I know the Switch literally can't even do 1080p, right? It caps out at 900p. And I don't know if there's, like, any game that runs at a smooth 60 on the Switch that isn't, like, Binding of Isaac, maybe. Right? But if you can get this to run at just like a solid smooth 30, I'd be pretty happy. I'm just saying. If I put that in my Switch and it runs at a smooth 30, I will be very happy. Obviously, I would like it better. 1080-60 is the bare minimum, in my opinion. But I realize that's literally not possible on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm going to ask for 930. God damn, that's such a sacrifice. But anyway, it's what I'm hoping for. They skipped to the good parts. Yeah, they're like, ooh, game chugged down to 10 FPS. Don't put that in the trailer. You're probably right. You're almost assuredly right. But I didn't see it. But what did you think? Please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your opinions are on Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. The game's already out, obviously. I'm holding a copy of it. If you've already played it, how has your time with it been? I would love to hear it. And you don't need to worry too much about spoilers. I'm actually not worried about spoilers at all with this game. So if there's things that you want to discuss, then by all means, drop that crap down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. 2 other places to keep up the conversation are Discord and Twitter. And speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we could watch together live on stream. Because we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. We're actually going to go check out some other stuff, so if you do go watch one of those videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Maybe when it better switches out, I'll get it. There's a rumor going around that we should see the next Switch soon, because the trailers for the Nintendo Switch and the Switch Lite went private, and the last time that stuff like that happened, they announced the Switch OLED. And now the Switch OLED is out, and it's been out for a little over a year now, and we know for a fact that at least devs have some sort of Nintendo 4K dev kit. That's a known thing, that there is a 4K dev kit that exists for Nintendo as a company. And I just mentioned the Switch only does 900p. So it's definitely not, for the original system. It's got to be for something else that's actually possible in. And so, yeah, we know it's coming in some form. The only thing, Nintendo, is that shit better be backwards compatible with Nintendo Switch games. It fucking better be. Because if it's not, the whole thing of everything I just said, I'll be pissed about. Because the whole point that I want a stronger Nintendo Switch is to play the shit that's already out. Yeah. Anyway. And we've seen 3 possible names for it. The one, of course, is the Nintendo Switch Pro. Coming from, like, the PlayStation Pro and stuff. The Nintendo Switch 2. And then the one that actually had, like, some sort of, like, leak behind it. Obviously, nothing's been confirmed or anything like that. It's called the Super Nintendo Switch, playing off of... Oh, I meant to read that. It's too late. Whatever. Playing off of the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or the Super NES. So the leak was that it was going to be called the Super Nintendo Switch to play homage to that. Nintendo tried backwards compatibility. It lost all console wars. Yeah, you're right. They did it before that, which was the Wii, because the Wii could play, if you had the right one or the adapter or whatever, it could play GameCube games. And the Wii is still one of the best-selling consoles of all time. So, and the Switch is selling incredibly well. Where are we going? This way? Yeah, this way. You could also play Game Boy on the Wii. You could play Game Boy on the GameCube. You had to buy the little Game Boy player, but, it was still there. You know what, chompers? Let's chomp around. Chomp around. Chomp around. Chomp, chomp, chomp around. Don't at me. Okay, place your units, everybody. Place your units. All right, last reaction, then we get into some God of War. Sound good? Sounds great. And I know it was just the year both competitors did no backwards, and Nintendo did. They lost everything. PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the Wii U. I still feel like the marketing for the Wii U was what did it in. Because I'll admit, I didn't know the Wii U was its own standalone system for the longest time. Hi, Star Vixen. Hello, welcome in. Like, I did not know. I literally thought the Wii U had something to do with the Wii itself. I did not know. And I also feel like the gimmick was, like, when someone finally explained to me the Wii U, I thought the Wii U functioned the way the Nintendo Switch does. And it doesn't. And that made me sad. The Nintendo Switch was like a really, really bad console version of the 3DS. Yeah, it was a bigger 3DS. Yeah, there you go. Oh, welcome in, Starfix, and I hope you're well. All right. Last reaction, and then we play some Dad of War. Maybe finish Dad of War. All right. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan, and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out Digimon Survive. We're checking out all of the trailers for Digimon Survive, by the way, at least the ones that I grabbed, which is 3. We have the teaser trailer, the release date trailer, and a gameplay trailer. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough. And I got some things to say immediately about this, because I do know the date that this game is coming out. It's coming out on July 29th, and I'll talk some more about why that is a very unfortunate release date. But that's a conversation for later. Let's go ahead and get into the conversation of what the game actually looks like. Oh, happy birthday, Star Vixen. Hells yeah. We like birthdays. We like friends' birthdays, at least. I'm so glad that Digimon's still alive, by the way. What are you doing with that Agumon? Say I had better anime memories with Digimon than Pokemon. I did. For sure. 100%. You know, I know this isn't a visual novel, but damn is this presenting like a visual novel right now. A very dark one, by the way, with the death lotuses and shit, and like the black and red cross hits and stuff. Like, I hope you're ready for all your friends and their friends to die. Digimon has always been dark, though. That's true. I'll give you that. Are there not dark visual novels? Oh, no, there absolutely are. Yeah, see, there we go. It's like, because it's not a visual novel. It plays like it's a tactical RPG, like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics or Disgaea. Take your pick. Okay, we're just going to move straight into the next one. So this is the release date trailer.
Yuki?
I wonder how much animation we'll actually get in it.
Lost in a strange parallel world.
だから僕は反対だ。子供だけでこんな危険な場所を探索なんて。
Be careful, as each decision could be your last.
Okay, so we do.
Using your phone, uncover strange anomalies in this new world as you try to piece together a mystery.
Okay. So it is kind of visual novel.
Surrounded by a mysterious dense fog, filled with danger around every corner. Trapped in a world swarming with monsters, where terrifying creatures roam the night. As if bound
That's
by
really
fate,
cute.
they must work together. They must trust one another.
Yeah, get it.
They must save each other.
Digimon Snap? Not quite.
They must survive. Delve into Digimon Survive this July 29th, 2020.
Free Guilemon. What? I like Guilemon. Okay, and then this is the actual gameplay trailer. We're just gonna keep rolling through them. Excited
Digimon
English
Survive.
narrator with Japanese dub throws me off. It's fine.
A world surrounded with mysteries and monsters. Divided into areas and locations, the world map will help you explore your surroundings. Scanning glitches can lead to clues or even yield useful items.
Hi.
In conversations, there's no going back on your word, so choose wisely.
Save
Your choices
scum
can affect
often.
karma,
Got it.
Affinity, and digivolutions. Talking with friends in battle can yield a variety of effects with their encouragement. But don't stop there. Conversing with the enemy can also prove useful. Answer correctly, and you could find yourself a new friend. Keep a special eye out for equipment and training items. These powerful items can help turn the tides of battle. Utilize your positional awareness to dish out maximum damage. And when the going gets tough, there's an arsenal of tools to help ease the damage.
Also, I really like that you can essentially
But
like capture
there's more than one way to
other
prepare.
Digimon.
Digivolve. Delve into Digimon Survive.
Okay, so that's everything that we have. That said, I enjoyed a lot of that. Looked really good. Tamers was a great series too. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was actually talking about Digimon earlier today because did anyone else have the Digivice the like Tamagotchi that was a Digimon, but it had like a step counter in it. So they wanted you to like clip it on your belt and walk around, and that would like feed your Digimon and get them experience and stuff. I played that thing way too much. I was sitting there shaking it like a goddamn shake weight from 1998, trying to make my little Digimon stronger. I probably still have it in a box somewhere. I loved that thing way too much, even though it was literally just a Tamagotchi, but it wasn't nearly as annoying of a Tamagotchi. It was a game. But Christopher, you had one too? I'm glad. I definitely did not walk with the two. I mean, I did when I was walking, but it was like, you know, it's like 8 o'clock at night. You're like 7 years old. Your mom's not going to let you go just like run around outside. And so you're just like click, 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 click. How many more steps? 117. Got it. Click, 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 click. Yep, you and it clicked so loud. If we want to go back to other nostalgia toys, anyone else have clacker balls that you just go like this and they just go clack and then come back and clack, clack, clack? Yeah, it was like one of those. They were so loud. And you did it anyway. Now, one thing I will talk about with Digimon Survive, and it's really unfortunate because I want this game to do well. They chose such a painful release date for this. One thing that Digimon Survive has going for it is that it is on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and Steam. It's on multiple platforms. But there's another game coming out on July 29th, the exact same day, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Probably one of the largest JRPGs that we're going to get between now and like Final Fantasy 16 is coming out the same day as Digimon Survive. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, right? I'm trying really hard right now to get through Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in time for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 at the end of the month. But Digimon Survive, it's not the same style game, right? Like right now we're looking at a visual novel / turn-based tactics RPG. But it's still a Japanese property and it's still an RPG on the exact same day that one of the largest modern franchises at least, of an action RPG is releasing. And the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is only going to be on the Nintendo Switch, so there is at least that, but I feel like that game's release, especially it being on the same day, is going to so heavily overshadow Digimon Survive, and I find that to be truly tragic because that game actually looks really cool. Like, this looks really sweet. So, clacker balls, yeah. I want to get into the Digimon games, but the games I'm not sure have attracted me enough. I played the ever-living bejesus out of Digimon World 3 way back in the day. I played that a lot with its confusing and overly difficult card game because they were kind of trying to copy a lot of the things that were involved with like the Final Fantasy games, and it was working. It was a really good game, but man, some of that game was really freaking hard. I've heard the Digimon Cyber Sleuth story is really good. I own it, and I have not played it, but I've heard that it's really good. And this looks really good, too. I really like the general tone and vibe and presentation. I also really like games where you are able to get your enemy to come to your side. And the fact that they gave you that pitch about being able to convince Digimon that you're fighting against to join you, that's cool. That's super cool, and I wonder just how deep that system goes. They did comment on Digivolutions, which is cool. I wonder how far that goes as well, because that goes really, really far in some games. Because like you can even start to combine Digimon, right? And I'm curious how far that goes. To where if you can get to things like Omnimon and stuff by combining. What did it take? It took like War Greymon and Metal Garurumon to build Omnimon and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty interested in this. I know what I'll do with this. This is delightfully on Steam, and I am fortunate enough to own a Steam Deck, and this looks like an incredible game to just play on the off end on my Steam Deck. So, yeah, that is probably going to be my plan for this game, because that's cool. It doesn't say PlayStation 5 on the logos there, but it does say down below PlayStation 5. But maybe that's just because they have the PlayStation icon there. But Steam Deck game chilling with Digimon Survive? Yeah, big mood, big vibe. Sounds like a good plan. All right, but what did you think? And where do you sit on Digimon as a whole? I'd love to hear where you're at on this franchise that apparently is still doing really well in Japan despite just kind of petering out over in the West. I would love to know where you sit on it and how you feel about it. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Two great places to keep up the conversation are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can watch together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. I don't know where to start. Cyber Sleuth is its own contained story, so if that can push you toward it, it's basically a turn-based RPG. Right, which is one of the reasons that it pulled me towards it, because of what you just said. Okay, time for me to sit down. Let's turn the music back on for a minute. Be a responsible gamer and put the game back in the case that it goes with. Thank you. All right, sorry, Orchid. Be a responsible gamer. All right, shall we see if we can finish Dad of War? Battle Daddy? That's right, I called him Battle Daddy. Yeah, and Cerulean, Cyber Sleuth goes on pretty heavy sales very often. Like, I got my PS4 copy of it from Best Buy for like $5 or $10. It was one of those numbers. It was really low. All right, we're just going straight for the story. There's not much side stuff left that I care about. I'm not going to grind Niflheim. We completed Muspelheim, at least on its normal difficulty. We defeated the Queen of the Valkyries, so I'm pretty satisfied with the side content of this game. Where does this key go? Locate Tyr's mysterious door. This door downstairs by the water on the round part of the temple. Wait. I don't think I'm actually in the right spot. I don't think it's here. I think it's... Oh, that's just really impressive reflections. Dimmed in! No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 what? What's wrong? No, no, no! Hello, Peter. Wrong game. Oh, I do need to update the game. Actually, it's a good point. It was on Stream Raiders while we were doing the reactions, but we can move into God of War now. Aha.
Tyr's Ruin. This is it.
We're inside. But what is this?
Me and Athena, we didn't really try to collect all of the personas when we played through Persona 4. We just tried to find ones that we liked or that were good. Okay.
The tree. We're underneath the realm travel room. But why is the floor on the ceiling?
Those realm doors seem to mirror the ones above.
Interesting.
What's that up there?
Can you shoot that, Atreus?
Up there. Tyr used the same magic to protect the Black Rune. The clue we seek may be inside.
Huh. Right next to the Jotunheim door.
Interesting. But can we reach it?
Not from here.
Kratos, you could jump up there and you know it.
Oh, what's behind there?
Okay.
Well, one inner sanctum within another.
Those tapestries. Looks like more giant art. Whatever Tyr did for them must have been big.
Like the new Star Ocean game, which I'm a bit mixed about. I have the trailers for it in my channel for the reactions, but I have not looked at any of them besides the initial announcement yet because it was part of the State of Play or something like that when it was first revealed or announced. Interesting.
Boy, this is the rune for Jotunheim.
That's right.
Okay.
And look, we're on the other side of the door.
The upside-down door.
What are you thinking?
Stand back.
Okay.
Are you gonna just grab it and spin it, my dude?
It's moving.
What's moving? Extraordinary. The whole room is built on some kind of axle.
There's chains on both sides. Without those...
We can flip the temple.
All right.
What now?
Goddamn, Kratos. I'll just solve my problems with strength.
Uh-oh. Things are happening.
Hi?
Okay. I don't think they're attacking.
Boy, on the statues.
I see them. It says void.
Ominous.
Go on. Read.
Before the first, after the last. Nothing between, no shadow cast. Alpha.
Oh.
Are you quite sure flipping the temple is the only way to reach the whatever it is?
You said there would be a path. The temple can be flipped.
Therefore, we flip the temple. The logic is unassailable. Not sure.
I'll add the. I'll be sure to like try to make a mental note early and to do the Star Ocean stuff on the next stream.
To imagine it gets us to Jotunheim.
I don't mind a leap.
Well, who knows? Perhaps you and Tyr are the same kind of mad.
Okay. So we got 2 directions we need to go.
An army of statues.
I don't think they're the kind that come to life, if that's what you're worried about. Tyr often said that in the world of peace he envisioned, the only soldiers he'd need would be statues. Bless his heart, but the bugger did take himself rather seriously, didn't he?
It would seem so. There's nothing wrong with that, though.
Look here. Another.
It says his name is Bergelmir. I think Mother said he was the king of the giants.
Aye, that he was. And quite a bit more.
Looks like he had a lot of kids.
That, little brother, is what we call an understatement.
He's dead, but nobody killed him. Do giants die from old age?
They may, though it's rare among the legends.
We have found all of the lore boxes, it would seem.
Again with the death traps.
That did not work how I wanted. That one didn't go up. That third one must be on a lot slower timer. I thought they were going at the same time, but maybe not. Okay, new plan. God damn it. Okay. Thank you.
Again with the death traps.
Racers of the world, serpent. Well, those don't go
I'd
up.
have thought, brother, why don't you let the lad carry me for a while?
And let you miss this. No.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I know something needs broken. I'm just not sure what. We got that. We got the resonating stone there. Just don't see what to use it on yet. Oh, I hate it.
Jane, we made it.
Time to do what you do, brother.
Destroy shit?
Leave them in peace.
Obviously not referring to us.
Obviously not. Oh, it might have been talking about that actually. It's too late. Not sure if it needed to break, but you know. Oh shit. I'm fine.
Our enemies are strong.
Are you done twisting and burning? Okay. Battle. Christefe, Remmon, and Xynosaur of Fogisti. Thank you for the 6 placements. Jolly good work, everybody. We got 2 healers or 1 healer, either which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills to myself with 10, followed by Feyworm and Ambivert Sloth with 7. Most assists going to Bizarro Shoshipi, followed by Remmon. Going random in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Victor Lee, not Lee, with the healer. Xynosaur with the healer. Back to the map. Face your units, everybody. I need more assists. All right. Problem removed. Is there another one? Oh, there is. Not anymore. Wasn't there 3? Hello again.
Okay, here we go.
Mine's better. Where's the other guy?
Come. The other chain waits.
Just some light casual murder. Ooh, shinies. Alright, how do we get back? By being fast.
Ah, it's the other kind. Variety is so important.
Yeah. Well, that didn't work quite how I wanted.
I truly do hate this part.
I know.
That's such a small window of time. I hate it. We'll just make the window bigger. You had energy to spare. Loot. Hyperion grapple. Meh. Damn it.
I can't believe we're so close.
I, for one, never doubted.
Right. Until gods grow good.
Could be quite a wait.
Lol.
Nah. They're just waiting for us.
Another piece of armor. Nope. Wow, whole bunch of health stones right there. Good lord. Okay. Hi. Okay. Good talk.
Focus up. Boy,
Yes, sir?
time to flip the temple.
Yes, sir.
Let's just agree to stop saying flip the temple. It's starting to sound normal.
Huh. Do I have to fight the two statues?
Brothers, I know what I promised, but in case this doesn't work, just remember, Tyr had good cause to create these obstacles. He's kept Jotunheim out of Odin's reach, but the world is hardly at peace.
No, but it's got hope. We're all working together now. We have unity. That's what the rune on the door to this place was telling us. We're on Tyr's path.
Section seems shorter than you recall. I mean, maybe something else happens right here. I obviously don't know. So.
Lift with your legs, brother.
He knows.
Just trying to be helpful. Is the answer, I'll be quite happy to be on your side, brother. And we're not dead. That's a plus.
So it is.
There, on the left. I think we can climb back up to the realm travel room from there.
On the left? Here? Oh, yeah.
See that, Mimir? Nobody can do all this alone. All these obstacles. They're just chances to prove we're the ones who can beat them. We may argue. Me and Father, you and Freya, Brock and Sindri. But when we all work together, we do make a good team. And that's Tyr's test. That's why we're gonna make it to Jotunheim.
Do you hear that, brother? Lad's found his equilibrium.
What's that mean?
He means you speak wisely, Atreus. And that is good to hear.
Well, this room became really ominous.
Ha! I guess the temple was made to be flipped.
Look, the tree's upside down. Or are we? I'm not sure anymore.
Don't think it matters.
Boy, your knife.
Keystone.
Well, what have we got?
Some sort of travel stone.
Let me see. Great Audumlazaras. That's the Unity Stone.
You know it.
I wasn't sure it existed. If Tyr possessed this, that explains how he could visit all the realms and other lands to boot.
He held this in the panel in Odin's library.
Yes. Yes, that's it. I understand now. It shows Tyr walking the realm between realms.
Oh.
You know how you must never stray from the path? Well, Tyr always followed his own path, if you catch my meaning.
The realm between realms.
That's what the dwarves use. We need out of here now.
So you're saying Tyr's shrine showed him stepping off the branch of the World Tree. And you're thinking, to reach the secret path to Jotunheim, that's what we need to do?
I am.
Oh dear. That is what you're thinking, isn't it?
Sure is. We tried it before. We died. Yo, hey dwarves, you wanna...
Let's get to it.
Nope, don't have anything to say. All right, well, you know, just thought I'd, you know, maybe run it by you that we were gonna do your thing. Do you guys have Unity Stones, or is it just like a power innate to dwarves, or how does that work? Questions for later.
What else do
or
I
never.
want to tell you?
I don't know what, maybe it'll give us a note of like, of course this game might not have a point of no return. Oh.
If you're thinking about hurling us all into the void, I hope you're quite sure.
Wasn't it your idea? Find our own path, right?
Bollocks.
Yeah, we're here.
This is where Tyr stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him. Ready?
Ready.
Well, if this is it, lads, it's been an honor.
Our faith head.
a different kind of bridge.
Oh, how can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
Come on, that was great.
Look.
The tower. I knew there was something down here.
Amazing! How do you hide something that exists in all realms? Cast it out of any realm to the space between. Clever old Tyr.
Is Jotunheim on the other side?
Can't be that. It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the Midgard Peak.
But how do we use it?
I'd suggest we look inside, but stay alert. Tyr's little challenges are never as simple as they appear.
I have noticed.
Okay.
Well, this is sparse.
The pedestal.
Use the Unity Stone. And they gave us a healing rock and a rage rock. Alright. If it summons a boss, there's no way it can be worse than
tower. It's absorbing the stone's energy.
Something's happening. Is it moving? It's moving.
It knows what to do. The stone served its purpose. We're fulfilling Tyr's spell.
What happens now?
No idea, brother. But after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst of it. No, this is considerably worse. Ah, yes. Finger poison. Not a fan.
Quiet, then.
That's over.
It's not over, Ed. You defeated the post-hidden boss that people normally do post-game. So you expect the game to offer you something else? No, I don't. I really don't.
Looks like Alphon.
For what?
That was tough. Where do you think it's taking us next?
I do not know.
Oh no! We're back in hell?
Oh dear, here they come.
Ready yourself!
La da da da, la da da dee, la da 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 da.
Surely that's enough of that.
No, no, no. We got more places to go. We gotta go to Muspelheim now.
Muspelheim. This won't be good.
Oh, hi.
Sure.
Well, one's already dead, so. Yeah, I hate it. All right.
You stopped. I think it's over.
Aye. But where are we?
Oh, let's find out. We're going on an adventure.
Look, we're back in Midgard. There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giant secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence, the stuff all realms were made of. The Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.
And look, now we can finally light all the braziers and see what happens.
Fair. It's the only ones we had left.
All right, last one. Going to. But we could have used that when we fought the Valkyrie Queen.
Oh yeah, maybe. Although I will say 5% less damage probably wouldn't have helped much. You take 5% less damage from all Valkyries. Okay. Yo, Jormungandr, you want to chat? He's looking this way. It stacks to 15 if you upgrade it. Oh, yeah.
I don't think we should disturb Jormungandr without some reason.
You said he likes chatting. You said he's a talkative fellow. Let's talk to him and see what he thinks about us making the tower reappear. Like, come on. Also, can you upgrade these gems? Are these upgradable? Doesn't look like these are upgradable. You probably just have to find 3 of them to get it to stack up to 15%. Even 15%, I don't feel like would have helped that much. Yo, dwarves, talkie. Or not. We're at the end of the game. Nobody wants to talk about anything anymore.
I don't know what we'll find when we get to Jotunheim, but we must cover our tracks. Odin's ravens will tell him of the tower's restoration, and we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very well.
This is it. Here we go.
Hold on, wait a minute. This isn't going to work.
What?
There's no travel crystal. Tyr must have used his own eyes to refract the energy. It was his final failsafe.
You've got eyes like him, Mimir.
I've got an eye. One! Odin plucked out my other eye precisely to keep me from traveling. Sorry, lads. Thought that would work.
What did Odin do with your other eye?
He'd have kept it. Any of 100 places, I'm afraid.
We've come so far. There has to be a way.
Look, bit of a long shot, but for years I'd see Sindri, sometimes Brock, lurking around in that mountain when Odin came for his visits. Maybe they know something.
Brock and Sindri.
Okay. They're dead. Fuck.
Hey guys, question for you. Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
Oh. That's... I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, Odin asked me to... He wanted me to build a... He showed it to me, you see, and I... declined. Sorry. Will you excuse me? Oh.
Well, that was useless.
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline. But I know we got it built just the same.
Pock-speckled cockers.
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
The statue that the serpent ate.
Sorry about that. Feeling much better.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Inside? Oh no!
We'd better go see what the world serpent has to say about that.
Yeah, we better.
Well, lads, I don't know what lies ahead, but now would be a good time to make sure your gear is ready. Once more to the horn.
Alright, Mimir just warned us that we're nearing the end of the game. The end of it all. Zamudi! A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He raids precisely when he means to. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. I hope you all had a wonderful time with the Wizard of Twitch. Let me get this music turned on, this battle started, and we can chitty chat for just a moment. Hello, welcome in. Shoshipi, Duzzy Zook, Magmorta. Eve, I almost welcomed you in with the raid. Shoshipi, hello. Zamudi, Shoshipi. I wasn't lurking both streams. I appreciate you. More Angry Dad Simulator? Yes, Moody. We're likely going to get done with it. But real quick, everybody, my name is Schwan. Thank you for joining in the raid with the incredible Wizard of Twitch. I'm a hyper-variety streamer. I stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. I love to talk, and I would love to talk some more if you want to talk with me. So hang out, check the vibe, see if you like it here. If you do like it here, maybe drop a follow, catch future streams. But all in all, at the very least, thank you for joining the raid and supporting Zamudi all the same. And yeah, thank you. I just thought Tear Temple was a much longer segment. I mean, the first time we went to Tear's Temple, it was longer. All right, we got 3 flag bearers and 15 gold, either of which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills go into Rayback, followed by Zygand. Most assists go into Shoshipi, followed by Bizarro Shoshipi. Going around on the scrolls and the gold in 5. Oh my god, look at your wonderful little hearts, Sheepy. I love them all. There you go. Alright, going random. Zygon with the flag bearers, Kristefa with the gold. Oh, I need to complete a quest. 3 quests, actually, it would seem. Kill 4 armored units. Kill 4 melee units. So, kill a bunch of things. Alright, we can do that. That's quite possibly. Okay, maybe not, since the only enemies are like, there's only 3 enemies on this map. Rem smash. Please units, everybody. How was your stream, though, Zamudi? What were you up to? I didn't get you that shout out yet. Ooh, Dead by Daylight. How is the world of Dead by Daylight right now? How has it been? How has it been? I haven't played Dead by Daylight in probably like a year, to be completely honest. Like, the last time I played this, the Cenobite had recently come out. Like, I haven't played since, I haven't played since, Sadako came out. I haven't played since, I haven't played with the Dredge. We're waiting for the big change to happen. Oh, the perk changes? Like, all of the massive changes that are coming in terms of, like, the timing of things with, like, it taking, like, killers less time to break stuff down and the generators taking more time and stuff like that. That's not in yet. I read through all of those changes. I really like a lot of everything that they're doing.
Is the statue lost to us?
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you row into his mouth to look inside.
Ew. Really?
All right.
By the by, he's not wild about it either.
Well, at least we can go get it. Or try, anyway. That's the next patch. It's all live in the PTB, though? Okay.
Are we really doing this?
Last time you played Dead by Daylight was with you and Coco and Athena. I think that's right.
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this.
Nope, farther down. Yeah, I really like a lot of the changes that they listed out. I think all of them sound really good for the game. I'm really glad that they made Borrowed Time part of Survivor's base kit. I think that's a really good choice.
Well, brothers, I've been to many strange places, but this will be a new one.
Yeah. I've never been into Giant's Belly either. How about you, Father?
Never one that was not trying to eat me.
You really should expect that sort of response at this point.
Here we go.
realize he ate it fairly recently, but given that Jormungandr stretches around the entire planet, like, we could literally have to row halfway around the world to get to this fucking
I used to
statue.
dream about getting eaten.
Dreams are nothing
I'm
to...
not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child. Let's find that statue.
Ah, smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird.
Good thing you have all those muscles then? Yeah, fair.
Isn't it?
Aye.
Look, materials we won't really use. Treasure chest up there. Can we pull off and get it? Sure can.
There, the hammer.
Well, it hadn't made it too far then.
I see something over there.
Have a good night, Eve. Well, that only kind of helps me.
Mimir, any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
You can't? I don't know why. I'm just really surprised by that.
Yep, that's an eye.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently. Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
Okay. Do we just row back and knock on the teeth? Is that what we do?
How's it feel, Mimir?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm feeling whole again, but it's a
Well, if it isn't Vandishaw.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally, we're going to Yudna. There's no stopping us now.
Oh.
Laddie, have you ever heard the term tempting fate?
There you go.
Fate is another lie
Told by the gods, yes, of course. You really are your father's son, you know.
So how do we get back out?
We signal.
Hold on! What's going on? Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
No. Something is wrong.
What's happening to him?
Nothing good.
Something hit him.
Glad that's over.
It's not
is he
over.
Getting hit? What is that?
Yes.
We must hurry.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
Hold tight and watch your balance.
Or is there something in here?
I'm gonna
have you.
Ow.
Boy? Boy!
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this. What happened to him? Something we did?
No.
No. Something else. A dead giant. Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look!
Freya?
Freya. We can still trust her, right?
Until we know for certain, keep her distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then?
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong? Something's happened.
There!
I had a feeling that hurting the big snake would bring the two of you out in the open. Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
No?
My boy.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
I know that you're still angry. I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
How I feel? How I feel? I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
Back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do.
This path you walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
But you must stop this!
Yeah, unfortunately he's not going to.
I hate you. Why do you two care? Get out of my way!
No.
Okay.
No! Boulder! Son, stop! Please! We can fix this!
Yes! Your blood! Mother!
Son, please! Just listen to me!
I'd rather be dead!
I don't need your help. I can protect myself.
Are you protect me? Selfish witch!
He healed.
You think this will hold me? This doesn't concern Mother!
Do this! I said stop!
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
I won't let you hurt him.
No, boy.
Fine.
Stop! No! No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
What is that? I can feel this.
It was the thing that he tied on.
I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
You will not do this!
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers.
Where did we get the mistletoe from? I know Freya destroyed them.
She's controlling that thing?
Stay out of it. I can reason with him.
No, woman. You cannot. He means to kill you.
You can't stop me! No one can!
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
Don't touch it. This will all be over soon.
There!
You will stop this now!
Oh, outstanding! More, show me more! Killing you is going to feel so rewarding now.
Can I do anything to that?
Oh, it's one! Incredible! I feel!
Oh!
Freezing! The chill is better than weak mother! I'm coming for you!
I can't see anything.
Snow, wind, I can feel them!
Oh. Oh. Hang on, Mimir.
Crystal.
Ow, ow, ow.
Atreus! Atreus!
I'm up here! I'm okay!
Are you okay? Oh, hi.
I'm doing wonderful. I've never felt so alive.
Stop this! Reba!
More! Show me more!
Oh, damn it. I was in the middle of something. Get off.
One! Yeah!
Oh! Oh!
I'll kill you!
Okay.
Stay away from my son! You don't have to do this!
I know what you're trying to do, Freya, and I genuinely understand. But at the same time, he will kill you and then come back to keep trying to kill us until either he kills us or we kill him. Like, I genuinely understand, but there's no stopping it.
There has been enough pain!
Shut up!
God damn. That is fucking ridiculously cinematic as shit. That's the most over the top. Oh my god.
Before you die, I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the All-Father himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it? Why won't you die? I will slaughter you both!
We literally can't because he won't. I'm telling you. That's a new mechanic. Ow. You're right, but at the same time it kind of does. You can't stop him. That's the problem. I understand, but he won't listen to you. He'll just kill you and then keep trying to kill us.
Beat me now!
Stop!
was cool. How'd you know the language?
Come on! Do it! Do it!
Stop. Please.
He's beaten, Father. Not a threat.
You will not come for us again. You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
You was using Duolingo.
Just can't help yourself, can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
I know.
What? No, Father!
I love you.
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
The Cyberlians here must be better than this.
Oh, Jesus.
No, my boy! My dear sweet boy!
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything. You were just an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough. Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with a god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. I killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you be. We must be better.
Well, guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice. We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
Yeah, I just got beat up a lot. I'm tired. I need a nap. Woo! Damn. Alright, they're really far away and there's like 4 of them. We gotta go fast. Oh, man. Dads need naps too. Is that a movement? Dads need naps too? I don't think that's a movement that anyone needs. Dear and sweet, he is neither of those, Mom. Yeah, but she's blinded by that. And also, like, she's mad at us because we killed Baldur, but really the person that she should be mad at more than anyone else is still Odin. He's still the person that is ultimately the cause of all of this. We got 1 Buster, 1 Centurion, and 1 Monk, any of which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to Robo Momo with 6, followed by Unmale with 3. Most assists going to Shoshipi with 15, followed by Bizarro Shoshipi with 9. Misplaced anger is a thing. Yeah, well, also, I mean, like, some of this is from so long ago. Like, I think one of the problems is that she was still looking at the same perspective that she was 100 years ago, and he's had 100 years of unfeeling anger. Going random. Unmale with the Buster, Shoshipi the Centurion, Womanov with the Monk. Like, Baldur was entirely lost. Completely. And it's not surprising. It is unfortunate, but it is not surprising. All right, play students, everybody. All right.
I don't understand. I know saving her was the right thing, but she seemed all evil at the end.
Not evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back it was to Tyr's temple then.
And it was definitely a worse place with him in it.
Jotunheim awaits.
Like, that's the other thing, is that it was definitely a worse place.
Why did Baldur say we cost him?
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring his cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Hey, Icon. Welcome back in.
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya, the one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
How far into the game are you? Relatively the very end, as far as I can tell. Like, we just actually defeated Baldur. Like, actually defeated him. And are getting ready to go to Jotunheim, unless something for the third or fourth time prevents us from doing so.
Oh man, the tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes, that's a terrible pity.
I don't actually know how much is left after this. There can't be too much. I mean, I say that, but Baldur was definitely the primary antagonist throughout the largest course of the game, so I've not played it yet. Well, if you want to avoid spoilers, then take heed. Is all good? Okay. Wait, wrong direction. Other door.
The way to Jotunheim's back in the realm travel.
Thanks, Mimir.
We do not know what resistance we will face when we return. Best to conclude our outstanding business now.
Reasonable enough.
We have no outstanding business, like literally none. I mean, there's technically a couple of itty-bitty little side quests and a couple of treasure maps I could go do, but I do not care.
Here we go! I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Well, if things worked according to plan. Go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
Maybe. Although, interestingly enough, so there's Jotunheim, right? There's 2 realms we still can't go to. The travel rune will never work. Okay. I knew that we'd never get to Asgard, at least I didn't expect to, but Svartalfheim I wasn't sure about, but now it just straight up says it'll never work. Alright, so. So there's 3 runes that we don't get to go to. I mean, they're probably saving those realms for,
Ahead. Get ready.
For the next game.
Got it.
Because God of War Ragnarok is still supposed to come out later this year.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
Now, boy! We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
Do we
A word, please, before we continue.
Yeah.
Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruining the moment. Why not I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to fight...
My lady Sif's soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Sindri, oh my god.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, I can't.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
Find Jotunheim's highest peak. Poor Mimir. He'll be okay. I think.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
We did.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy. Carry her. Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now. Hello? Anybody here?
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all. Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody. Huh. Who's the Guardian?
We're gonna find out.
I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
Father! Something's happening. It's your axe. It's Mother. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings.
It's a little bit more than drawings.
This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
Thank you for the lurk reel.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Look. It's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it.
Well.
Father.
No. We do it together. Son. Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for God.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
The Great Warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Amir missed it.
Ha!
I understand if you want to go home, but maybe helping people is part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Oh, yeah? Neat.
Lads, am I glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Continue exploring. Complete dwarven favors, free dragons, travel to Muspelheim and Niflheim, dun 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 dun. Find new items in the shop, dun dun dun. Defeat all the legendary corrupted Valkyries, dun dun dun. New game plus allows you to start a new game. Yeah, okay. So... do I just turn the game off now?
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realize. The snowball that began when you slew Baldur has become something else. The stuff of omens.
For the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok? From snow?
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world, in that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
Okay. Yeah. You travel with Mimir's head on your butt for most of the game.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrotum. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the victim?
Guys?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
Yeah, we heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
What does it look like out there, dog? Okay. Can we call the snake again? Check on him? See if he's okay?
I think we're better off letting the snake rest, brother.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're probably right. Thank you!
Take the door home? I presume we can?
Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
Okay.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
One last save, I guess.
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
Okay. Years later?
What was that?
The ball!
Hi, Thor. How many years later? Because if what Mimir said is true, then the Fimbulwinter is supposed to last 3 summers, so the most it can be is 2 or 3. But that concludes. We did it. And that means that, well, we're ready for Ragnarok now. We don't have an official release date, but it's still supposed to be later this year. Tell that to calm down. Oh, great. You're wearing the shirt I used to have. You're welcome. Man, and I knew that we had went and fought the super boss before, like, beating the game, in terms of, like, we went and did the Valkyries and fought the Valkyrie Queen. But compared to the Valkyrie Queen, Baldur was a bitch. Like, whoo, boy. I didn't, like, he was so much of a bitch that I didn't realize we were doing the final boss fight. Do you remember, like, a year ago when the dev said Ragnarok would have a twist the players don't see coming? Sure, yeah. By the way, real quick, just as a heads up to everyone, where's the, like, Real's probably going to start getting super spoily and predictably and prophetic and stuff, so. Sheesh! You're all, this is dumb. Kratos is just going to die. Did I say that? I don't remember this conversation very clearly anymore, but probably. You're like, you should play the game first. I do vaguely recall this conversation, yes. Your setup looks different today from yesterday. I don't think I've changed absolutely anything. Is it the camera angle? It might be. I'm also slouched a bit. We also weren't at this screen very often yesterday. We stayed on this one a whole lot yesterday, so. Which we're gonna go back there real quick to run this battle. Charge. That's probably what it is, Icon, is just that we spent almost the whole stream on this screen. Because we kind of just kept going and going and going and going yesterday. But, so, the prophecy has been changed. Fimbulwinter is coming sooner, which means Ragnarok is coming sooner. We've killed Baldur. We've actually killed all of Thor's sons. Magni and Modi are dead now as well. Atreus is actually Loki, which is interesting. It's also interesting because Loki is supposed to be Thor's half-brother, and he is not in this circumstance. Dominic. 50 gold, 2 musketeers, and 3 musketeers, any of which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to Rebe with 21, followed by myself with 20. Most assists to Rayback with 22, followed by Bizarro Shoshipi with 18. Going random on the scrolls in the golden 5. So, obviously Ragnarok can't happen. Like, that's supposed to be prevented. The main antagonist of Ragnarok will probably be Thor. Most likely. I had also mentioned previously that we might end up killing Thor, and Kratos has to take his place, and we fight the snake at the end. You fight Jormungandr, and Kratos fills in Thor's position essentially within Ragnarok. But given what Real was just talking about and the theme of vengeance and the cycle of children killing their parents, reasonably speaking, it should be that Loki / Atreus ends up killing Kratos towards the end, unless the cycle gets broken. Azymes, Vile, and Shoshipi with the rewards. Back to the map. And then we also have the problem of a very pissed off Freya. Although, you know, one thing about that is that in this circumstance, Atreus is not the last of the giants. There technically is another in the form of Freya. You're betting Kratos kills Atreus? Really? You think he ends up having to for one reason or another? Yeah, only based on the twist we won't see coming. Okay, so if it's the twist we won't see coming, then it needs to be nothing along the lines of what would otherwise be predictable, right? If Atreus kills Kratos, they literally told us they would. But maybe that's the even deeper part of it, that, you know, that they told us that they would, and then they told us that we need to think about what we won't see coming, and then we're like, oh man, so now we're all thinking that he's not going to kill him, but really he was going to kill him the whole time, and, you know, it just went in a big circle like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The other thing is that also on the idea that God of War, especially after the 2018 game, is so massive of a franchise, right? So much success, such a great amount of polish and presentation that exists within this game that makes it such a definitive experience. The next game may be the end of the story here in the Norseland, but it will not be the end of God of War by any stretch. They will no, they're not going to end these games. It was originally thought that there was going to be a trilogy of these games, much like how the original God of War series was a trilogy. If you don't look at the side games anyway. The God of War 1, 2, and 3 was definitely its own definitive story, and people were thinking that there was going to be something similar with these, and then they said, no, God of War Ragnarok will sum up the story here anyway, when it comes to the... Well, I don't want to say it will sum up the story containing all of the Norse pantheon, because there's also a lot of pantheon that we've not touched on at all. In fact, we've met, what, like... Magni, Modi, Baldur, Freya, Mimir, and, like, technically Thor. So we've met a whopping, like, 6 people when there's a whole lot more than that. So, I mean, we should end up meeting Odin in the next game, probably meet Thor. I know we meet Tyr, and then we'll probably meet some others here and there, but they could easily do a lot more with the Norse Pantheon if they wanted to. But I could also see them wanting to move on to another Pantheon. I believe I saw the major conversation was about Kratos going to Egypt, and killing some of the Egyptian Pantheon. But there's plenty of Pantheons to pull from. But maybe we'll get a better indication of that at the end. I also, like, to also go along with what you said, Real, like, I don't see them really ever killing Kratos. Just because Kratos is so much the literal face of God of War, right? And I don't believe that they would very easily pass off the mantle of the God of War and Kratos to somebody else. So, yeah. That was a good time, though. I enjoyed it a lot. The thing that I will still say is my largest complaint about the game is just the lack of enemy variety. I kind of ran into that complaint really early, and it definitely just held its own as my standing complaint for the rest of the series. There's like a dozen enemy types total, and that's just not enough. And it's really disappointing that it made the combat just start to feel really homogenized because there wasn't anything new that functioned in a different way, and it made combat almost boring. And the one exception to that, of course, is the Valkyries, because the Valkyrie fights are definitely some of like the best fights in video games, but everything else was the epitome of trash mobs, and unfortunately even the bosses most of the time felt like trash mobs, especially since you, like, one of the quote bosses you fight is that stupid giant troll, like, just with a different element on him, like 6 times. I don't know how many times it is, but it's too many times. So that's my largest complaint. There's a couple other really small nitpicks, but really my complaint is just the lack of enemy variety. Because it made what ultimately was actually a pretty decent combat system have just not enough that you could do with it. And the combat system didn't feel the way that old God of War games did. I likened, when I first started playing, I kind of likened it to a Soulsian experience. Obviously, it doesn't have a stamina system or anything like that, but it definitely felt along those same lines in terms of about, like, your actions matter a lot. And in the old God of War games, you know, they were just really hack and slash. You just beat the shit out of mostly everything, and you didn't care about it. But that's not the case here. And so, because you're not just on a literal power trip where you're just doing this massive power fantasy of just murdering everything, the depth and intricacies of the combat are much more important, and they exist in there, especially shine very brightly when it comes to the Valkyrie fights, but they're just never utilized very much in any of the other fights across the entire game. And that's so tragic, because it's really good and is not utilized in a way that is, I think, fitting of such a stellar design. Story's great, characters are great, world is great, the general exploration, the puzzles and everything were really good. I loved basically everything about it beyond that one small thing. And yeah, I definitely understand why this game got Game of the Year and had so much critical acclaim across all of it, because it's very well deserved, and I can see why people are so excited for the sequel. I don't think I'm, like, incredibly excited about it because of the things that I just mentioned. I'll be excited to see the rest of the story, but unless they do something, like, pretty significant in terms of, like, pushing the combat system further or deeper, I'll really just be fighting through enemies so that I can see more of the story rather than genuinely enjoying the fights. Which is unfortunate, but it won't push me away from wanting to play the game earlier rather than later when it finally does release. So, yeah. The number of people it takes now to make a game. Those credits are still rolling. It's always a sad side effect of lack of unique enemies. And, you know, the problem isn't even just that the enemies weren't unique. The enemies were also just boring. Like, the travelers were somewhat unique, but for the most part, if you could just use your runic attacks on them and they would die. Like, so the enemies that were meant to be more unique just fell over, and everything else just wasn't, had nothing that was special about it. Oh! Crickety crackety snap crackle pop. Can we go faster? Oh, I hit a button. Present day.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us, here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Okay. And I guess this just lets us keep going if we so wanted to. I admittedly don't feel very inclined to do so. Mostly just because, like I said, a lot of the stuff that's left is super side quest stuff. And I don't feel the need to platinum this game, really. What is this? Oh, just Jotunheim. There is nothing in Jotunheim. It's perfectly fine. Like, let's see. What's even really left? A bunch of random collectibles and a couple of favors left in Midgard as a whole. Like, let's see. There's 3 Realm Tear encounters. I know one of them's here. 3 legendary chests. A handful of the annoying ravens. 2 artifacts and 2 favors. And I think I even have the favors that are left. I just haven't finished them. Because there's 1 there and 1 there. Yep, so we only have the 2 favors that are left I actually already have. And Alfheim, 1 artifact and 1 raven. Helheim, 1 raven, 1 chest, 3 artifacts. So again, just like pickups and collectibles, nothing actually important. Did everything in Muspelheim, and then a lot of grinding in Niflheim that I'm not interested in doing. So, yeah. We actually almost did everything already without just really putting in a lot of extra time to mark off every last little bit. So something that I want to do, since we're looking to figure out the clock, at least for a little bit longer, is I thought I had fixed it, but I'm having some screen tearing again. Ever since we got this new monitor, we're having some screen tearing. And what's hilarious is that I can actually see the screen tearing on OBS, which is very interesting, which tells me that it's maybe not the screen and is instead the software, which is odd. The Delgado. Sorry, it's going to be black for a second. I am still here, though. Here, I'll play music to make sure that you know that I'm still here. Your console might need VSync. I don't think I can tell my PlayStation to do VSync. Is that possible? Is that a setting that exists? PlayStation 5 VSync. Is that a thing? Is it in the system settings? No? Okay. I was like, I don't think that that's an option. Let's see what options we have in here. Is your PS5 running through the Elgato? It is. It is. Adjust the transfer rate. If your screen flickers, try setting -1 or 2. Maybe the Elgato app needs VSync. It doesn't have it as a fucking option. As absurd as that is. Let me go back over here and see if I can't find, Of course you go on when I take a nap. Exactly. It's not what I need. It's not the right thing. Your PS5 needs to not be set to auto resolution. If you're doing 4K, it needs to be 4K. Okay. I think it already is, but let me double check. Because I am doing 4K. Resolution 4K. The 4K video transfer rate is new, though. No, that's not what I need either. Video capture device. That's probably what I want. Elgato Game Capture HD 60S. Let me close this. Game Capture HD. Didn't do anything either. HD 60X. Okay, well, there's the game. You can see it now. Configure video. Okay. Love to be able to see more of my settings, y'all. Resolution, device, custom, I guess. 4K, FPS, highest FPS. Video format, that's fine. This won't work the way that I want it to work, though. Not comfortably. That also is definitely not 4K. Like, that is absolutely not 4K that's coming through. I know you won't be able to tell because you're working with a 1080p stream no matter what, but this is definitely not 4K on my side. It was probably 1080, yeah. One of the things that someone had suggested was instead of using either of either of Elgato's programs to use OBS, but that was definitely not 4K. 1080, I'm at 360, dog. Well, you know. The thought was there. Okay, that is 4K. I think. Video input 2160 59. I feel like that's the problem, is that it's not saying it's 60 FPS, it's saying it's 59. I wonder if advanced display, refresh rate. Can we do 5994 on this screen? I wonder if that'll fix it. If setting the screen to 5994 will fix it. I realize that's odd. Sorry if I gave you motion sickness. Let me go back in and look at these options real quick. Snow Eyes always seems my TV and my PlayStation 4 aren't both at 4K. Yeah, and that makes sense. But normally with screen tearing, it's more to do with the refresh rates not matching up. I knew what you meant, real. You both with PS5, me with an outdated PS4. I hunted really hard to get one Icon because my PlayStation 4, its main cooling fan went out, so I couldn't play anything on it for over 30 minutes without it overheating. It was suck. Is there... Does this game have a theater? Does this game let you rewatch cutscenes? Sounds like a freaking jet engine. See, mine didn't sound like a jet engine. The fan was completely out, so it didn't have any way to cool itself. The big fan that makes PlayStation 4 sound like a jet engine, that's the fan that didn't work. Photo mode. I don't think that there is. Let's take a look real quick. God of War replay cutscenes. No, I don't want to watch all the cutscenes. Cutscene free style of presentation is going to kill replay value. That was a thread posted March 21st, 2018. Yeah, okay. Considering the game is going to have plenty of unplayable scenes, just not cutscenes in the traditional sense, since it won't cut to a scene, this will be horrible for replay value, especially if the story is mediocre. Max Payne 3 had no loading screens, and instead they opted. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the even the start of this thread. Hey Rio, welcome in. I haven't replayed it. That's fair. I don't feel like it's a game that necessarily warrants replaying, though, and I don't think the cutscenes are the reason that you wouldn't replay it. You know? Seems better than what it was a moment ago. Here's something else. Let's check. I also noticed the audio was kind of like finicky. Let's see if the audio sounds any better. I don't hear it blinking anymore. Seems to be behaving. But I don't know if that actually fixed it or not, but I'm gonna hope that it did. Okay. All right. Let's turn that music back on. Go ahead and get the PlayStation ready for next time. Okay, and with that, I'm going to start talking about the stuff that we're going to do in terms of getting out of here. Let me finish turning off this PlayStation now. Okay, so we finished God of War. We have some things to figure out, or at least I have some things to figure out. Real redeemed a huge pile of channel points recently for us to start up Metal Gear Solid 3, so I have to get that open and operating and running and all of that good mess. So that's somewhere on the horizon. We should be back on Thursday, but I don't know what we'll be doing on Thursday just yet. And then we also need to figure out when I am going to be doing a full gameplay playthrough stream, as well as another giveaway, Steam Key giveaway stream. So I got to take a look at the calendar and figure that stuff out. Besides Metal Gear Solid 3, in terms of what we can go back to, we could go back and finish out the rest of Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights. We probably have about 2 streams left on that. It's not a very long game. And then I don't know if I really have anything else on the list that is super high priority. There are some Soulsian games that I want to get back to, but those, I'm not sure which one we'd get back to. I've not actually ever played through Dark Souls 3, and it's something that I probably should play through. We still have a couple of the actual From Software games left, and thankfully none of them, there is no Soulsian game, except for Elden Ring, I guess. That's nearly as long as frickin' Neo 2 was, because You'll Help sounds great. Sub-Zero, no, I don't know. I don't think I want to touch that game again. That's a Soulsian. No, that's even more abusive than a Soulsian. Did you play V Rising? I did. I did play V Rising. I played it relatively right when it came out. This is Athena's Steam. Let me get back and let me swap over to mine. I played through almost all of what was available of V Rising. I didn't kill the last like 2 bosses, mostly just because the game's power balance based on levels is really abusive, and it's really grindy at the very end to try and get those last pieces of gear that'll get you up to an even level with the enemies. How much did I end up playing of V Rising? Let's take a look-see here. I think I put in 30 or 40 hours into it. 41 hours. I need to subtract about 7 or so hours off of that, so I put in around 34 hours. Because I did leave the server open while I was working for one full day and had friends were connecting to my server. I enjoyed it a lot. I do think the game has some serious power balance issues that make some things very frustrating instead of fun, because the power balancing is so aggressive that skill doesn't always matter. And I feel like that's unfortunate. And it's not like a level 20 trying to fight a level 40 thing. It's like a level 25 trying to fight a level 28 thing when the maximum level is 83 or whatever, right? And the fact of just how hopeless it is for you to try to fight something that's just a few levels above you is really unfortunate, and there is no get good in that scenario. But otherwise, I liked it a lot. I feel like it would have been better if they would have focused on one direction or the other, in terms of if they would have focused on PvP or PvE, because I feel like them trying to focus on the aspects of both ends up making each of them worse. Like, the PvP could be better if there wasn't PvE mechanics in the way, and vice versa. Of the PvE could be better if the player versus player wasn't getting in its way. So I think I'm going to save up for you to slowly play through Sub-Zero over the next year or so. Run redemption per level. I don't think that'd be necessary. I mean, unless I genuinely struggle with it, we could probably get through it in a stream. So, but I enjoyed my time with V Rising. Until it's like done, I don't think I'll be touching it again. And when I do touch it again, I'll create a server that I change some of the progression tiers on, in terms of like being able to carry more at a time and getting more resources from nodes at a time, because you waste a lot of time just collecting things so that you can hope to progress in the game, and I find that very unfortunate. So that was the final battle. We got 1 Barbarian, 1 Berserker, and 25 gold, any which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to Burks, with 2nd place going to Rayback. Most assists going to Bizarro Shoshipi, with 2nd place going to Raybay. Going random on the scrolls and the golden 5. But I enjoyed V Rising. I was happy with it. I thought it was a good experience. I think hopefully it polishes up to a genuinely great experience instead of just a good/decent one. Going random. Athena with the Barbarian, Stalchu with the gold, and Tibitit with the Berserker. Okay, so let's close that down, and let's see who's streaming right now. Let's take a little look-see looks. We got Feral Kitty streaming, Star Vixen streaming, Lixie's streaming, Minimal's streaming. Minimal, what are you playing right now? You're playing Words on Stream. You are embracing your name of minimal gameplay. Let's go raid Star Vixen. It is a birthday stream for them, and they've visited us many a times. And it's time that we return the favor. Okay, so first off, these are all my socials. Please follow me on Twitter, join the Discord. I like to talk, and I love to talk, and I will talk some more if you want to talk with me. Those are 2 great places to do so, is Discord and Twitter. We will be back on Thursday, but if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, my wife, Athena Latina, will be streaming tomorrow, or at least should be, unless something goes haywire, but she'll be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wind Down Wednesday, so it should be song time, singing streams. So Athena will be singing some songs for us tomorrow night, most likely. And then otherwise I'll be back on Thursday. I don't know with what, but we will still have Stream Raiders running. We'll probably be doing some more reactions on Thursday. And then me and Athena will both be here on my channel on Friday to play some more of AI The Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. I'll be over on Athena's stream on Saturday to play cooperative spooky games, and then I'll be back here Sunday morning. I will be announcing both the bonus streams for the full gameplay stream as well as the next Steam Key giveaway stream. So please be sure to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord to get information about that. Did someone say reaction? Yes, I did. This is the raid message. Nightbot has thankfully avoided being gifted a sub, but that is what the raid message is. If you are not a subscriber, you can unlock that raid emote for 100 channel points, and it unlocks it for the next 24 hours to where you can use it even on the raid. We are going to go raid Starfix and everybody. They're a friend of the channel. They're a long-time streamer all the way back from the Justin TV days. Wish them the best. They're an incredible person, and you'll be treated well there. And that's it. Have a good night.
Vanishar.
Good night, Vanishar.
Yeah, they're on Coney Island. Or Coney, whatever.
Coney Island. Oh shit, we just got an